This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all the good information. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate the likes and stuff. I just appreciate y'all's support over to this channel. I can't thank y'all enough. And like I said before, I'm just the messenger. Y'all the star. The subscribers, even if you're not even subscribed, y'all the star, and I'm the messenger. So, you know, the ultimate goal over here is to uphold the Constitution and defend the Second Amendment. That's it. That's the ultimate goal. So with that said, you know we're talking about Taurus. Now, we're talking about Taurus Farm. And I know some people are going to say it. DC, stop supporting Taurus. It's not a combat weapon. It's not a duty handgun. So I've been hearing this for a while now. And, you know, the problem is because it's all about name now. You have a lot of people that flock to name brand. I'm talking about, let me give you an example. If Jordan was wearing like Reeboks or something, if Jordan was wearing Reeboks when he was playing basketball, but he's still the same player, was it Reeboks or was it Jordan that was doing all that? It was Jordan. So when it comes to handgun, no matter what kind of handgun you got, I'm talking about, let's watch this graph. Let me look at this graph. Because I need to get some people attention. Some people is not getting it. Let me get your attention. So check this graph out. You see this graph that's popped up, and it's a piegram. And, you know, in the farm industry, everything's a slice of the pie. And if you look at a lot of the names, and right here it says the most popular defensive handgun by brand. So we're going to go through the names. The first one is Beretta, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, H&K, Ruger, Glock, Welter, Sig Sauer, Kimber. And then we have another one, says other. Now, you didn't hear Taurus. If you didn't hear your name from the farm that you own up there, you in the slice that is others. Your gun is not most popular defensive handgun. So that's how a lot of people are thinking now. We're going on brand. And like I said before, when I gave you the Jordan analysis, it is Jordan. It's not the name. It's not Reebok. It's not Nike. It is Jordan. So because that 70% of law enforcement don't have a Taurus farm, doesn't mean nothing to me. Glock is a good gun. All the other names that I name up, they're great guns. I have nothing against that. But there are a lot of guns that had came a long way, and that's getting onto that on par to that level. Whether you keep talking about quality control and stuff like that, a lot of companies have malfunctions to their handgun. There's a lot of them. Some of them you might not have known about. Some of them happen you don't know. But a lot of these gun companies have some type of malfunction. It's going to happen when you're producing large quantity of farms and stuff like that in the farm industry. That's the reason why they keep improving. You have different handguns. They're improving on reliability and stuff. Now, a lot of guns has improved. Majority of guns out here are very reliable. High points and stuff. Some of the cheapest ones that a lot of people turn their nose up to are very reliable. And if you're a great shooter and you got a high point or a Taurus or whatever the gun is, guess what? That's a skill that you have. That's something that you built. And so when it comes to law enforcement carrying Glock, yes, I'm talking about Glock is a great gun. I like Glock too. But if all law enforcement was carrying a Taurus farm or a Taurus G3, do you think that because they're carrying a Taurus, do you think their life would be in more danger than that if they had a Glock? No. I'm talking about if you have a Taurus farm, you pretty much got a Glock. They got similar functionalities. I'm talking about Taurus, you have Smith & Wesson SD9s. There's a lot of companies out there that had took some piece of the puzzle from Glock and added to their farm and made their gun very reliable. So we're not going back 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. We're talking about now. Technology has improved big time when it comes to farm. So, you know, a lot of people is going to hate on Taurus. Because, you know, for a long time in the farm industry, you have people that's been reviewing guns. Now, I'm trying to knock nothing that other people are doing. But you have people who flock to the name brands. Whether they're being sponsored by them, whether there's, you know, they're getting a free gun, or whatever the case may be. I have nothing against that whatsoever. But for the everyday citizen in this country, that I believe, no matter how much money you have, or to my poor or rich, it's all about having something to defend your family with to me. It's not about name. And I feel like Taurus had came a long way. They got a great farm and everything. And I think everyone should be able to afford to have a farm. And so a long time ago, you had people who, if they bought a cheap farm, you had a lot of reliability issues that you have to deal with, which a lot of people build on top of that and flock to a lot of the name brands. I'm talking about all the companies I just named you that are most popular defensive handguns. I'm talking about at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the name on the farm is. What matters is that you have something to defend yourself with. A lot of people, because certain names of the farms that they have, I guess that makes them, a sharpshooter or something. Make them, you need to get out and train at the end of the day. Just like I talk about ammunition. There's a lot of defensive ammunition out there, but if you don't do your part, guess what? The ammunition, it doesn't matter what kind you use. You have to get out and train. Same thing with a farm. Whether you have a Glock, a SIG, or to my, Smith, whatever it is, you have to get out and train with that gun. And like I said before, if you had someone who was a great competition shooter using a high point or a Taurus farm and go and beat somebody who's using a Glock, a SIG, a Welter, whatever the case may be, it's not the gun, people. It's the person. Now, the gun is going to do its part by being reliable. And a lot of guns are reliable now. Even guns that people don't have a lot of faith in are very reliable. And even if you have a gun that is the top name brand, no matter what you paid for it, you're still going to run into issues such as ammunition problems and stuff like that. Some guns are more finicky than others when it comes to hollow points and stuff like that. But the notion I keep seeing people thinking because they got a Glock, it doesn't make you, it don't make you a better shooter. There's so many people believing that. I don't know where they're getting the information from. You have to get out and train. Just because you went and bought a farm and it's one of the great farms a lot of people talk about, that don't mean nothing. You need to get out and train and get proficient with your weapon. At the end of the day, people, I hate to break a lot of people's hearts and stuff out there, but you can have $5,000, $6,000 worth of guns. Don't mean nothing if you don't have no training, no skill level. And I hate to break a lot of people's heart out there, but you can be shot by a high point or some of these less expensive, cheap Saturday night specials that people always talk about. You can't be shot by them and still be carrying all the top name brand guns that I just told you about a while ago. So like I said before, if law enforcement, 70% of law enforcement carrying Taurus farm, would that make people get off the fence to buy Taurus? Probably will. Because most people go by, what the crowd is doing. A lot of people love the crowd thing. And like I said before, at the end of the day, Taurus is a great farm. There's a lot of other great farms and stuff out there. But see how big that pie slice is when it comes to other? If your gun name is not up there that I named, and it's in the group of others. But because you didn't see your name, that don't make your gun less less of a tool than any other gun that's out there. So, I just want to reiterate to people that because you don't have one of these top brand farms and stuff like that, doesn't mean nothing. If I go out and buy a pair of sneakers that are not Reebok, they're not New Balance, they're not Nike, they're none of the name brand shoes a lot of people talk about. But guess what? At the end of the day, I like them. They feel good on my feet. My feet is comfortable. I can walk in them. I look good with them on. That's all that counts at the end of the day when it comes to shoes. I could wear Nikes, Reeboks, or New Balance, any one of those, and feet could still be hurting. Feet don't feel no better. So I'm just trying to get people to understand that, don't focus too much on the name. Reliability, quality is pretty much the thing now. And a lot of these farm companies have gone a long way. And like I said, when it comes to Taurus, to me, Taurus is a great defensive handgun. It could be a combat gun, whatever you want to call it. A lot of these guns that you see has not really been in combat. But I don't think that a lot of these guns would do bad in a combat situation. All these torture tests and stuff that you're seeing, most people is not even going to be in conditions to put their gun through the mud, ice, all that type of situation. Most people not even going to be in that type of conditions. So and the people who are in them type of conditions pretty much is not going to be subject to themselves to be in those conditions. They're trying to do everything they possibly can not to get in that type of condition. So, I just wanted to, kind of change the mindset in the 2A community. I know I'm just speaking to the masses. I'm speaking to the people. I know some people, they're not going to listen to this. They're not going to hear this and everything. They're going to keep doing their own thing. But one thing I do know, as time go on, as technology get better, most guns, 99 to 100% of these guns are going to be very reliable. Now, personal preference, if you like all the other guns and stuff, different names, it's up to you. There's nothing wrong with that. Having a foreign brand that you like. I know a lot of guns have different compatibilities, have a lot of accessory stuff out there. That's fine. I have nothing against that. But there's a lot of people out there who not in that to get all this. They got to get all this to the gadgets and gears and stuff for a lot of farms. They just want something simple to defend themselves, express their Second Amendment, defend their family. That's it. And that's all I'm fighting for up here. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.